Greetings, everyone. My name is Brian Kim, Developer Evangelist here at Xero. I've been at Xero for a little bit over a year now, and I am passionate about helping our developer community to unlock their full potential with Xero's API. At the start of August 2021, we unveiled Xero App Store and revised our App Partner program. Whether you have tens or tens of thousands of customers, we have created the program to help you thrive in our ecosystem. Since the launch, we've received many questions about the new App Store and the App Partner program from new and existing partners alike. So today, I'm going to sit down with our GM of Ecosystem Operations, Gareth Ward, and ask him some of the FAQs. Hello, Gareth. Thanks for coming in to sit down with me and talk through all things Xero App Store today. It's great to have you here answering some of the most commonly asked questions we get about the new App Store and the App Partner program.
Hey, my pleasure, Brian. It's great to be here and to help our developer community and our ecosystem better understand how this new Xero App Store and the partner program works. You know, we're really confident that being an app partner with Xero helps you grow your business, and this new App Store has been designed with that very much in mind.
Cool. We've alluded to the introduction of the Xero App Store and changes to the App Partner program. But Gareth, can you tell us a little bit more specifically about these changes? What are the differences between the previous marketplace concept and this new App Partner program?
Yeah, I love to. We've worked on it for so long for customers and app partners. It's great to chat about it. So in August of 2021, we released the Xero App Store, and that's at apps.xero.com. And it's designed to be the best way for our more than 3 million small business customers and their accountants and bookkeepers to find, choose, and buy apps for their business. And that makes it the best way for our app partners to grow on the Xero platform, because it provides developers with much greater exposure to our customers and their advisors. We've had over 1,000 apps certify their integration into our platform over the last years. Some have been with us for a decade now. But for the first time, really, we can directly and actively sell your app for you. So we now have a whole new Xero App Store front page. And more importantly to me, I think, better app discovery and recommendations, right? Which is really part of Xero's ongoing investment in search algorithms, and in this case, powered by Coveo. We're also expanding where our customers are learning about all these apps and are realizing that they're there. So things like the new app launcher that we've launched, where our customers can switch pretty seamlessly between Xero and any of their connected apps. Places like that, we're just doing a lot of work on that discovery and recommendation footprint. And that includes a really world-class dedicated marketing team now and a budget for all these apps. And through all that, we've seen an almost 70% increase in visitors to the App Store since we launched this. And secondly, was a big bit of work. It's now a transactable platform. So small businesses and accountants can purchase apps directly from Xero and manage their subscriptions to all those apps all from one place. It's all sort of secured by their Xero identity credentials, which makes for a really simple sign-up process. And then a really consistent and seamless billing approach when you use Xero App Store Subscriptions for them. We also completely reimagined the sort of user reviews experience on the App Store. And that really helps customers make much more informed and confident purchase decisions. And obviously, they got the opportunity to trial those apps through the App Store as well.
Oh, spot on. I just had a meeting with the team about the new updates that are coming along as well.
Cool.
So that's an upgraded UI, UX for the app partners' customers, which is great. What's new for the app partners themselves?
Yeah, it's a great question, right? And I lead out with the customer piece, because getting customers for our app partners is what it's all about. But also in terms of what faces app partners, we've got a whole new partner dashboard. So that really offers a very improved set of insights into how your app store listing is performing, and it includes quite a detailed summary of the revenue you've earned on it, pending leads from the app store. We've also added new partner marketing toolkits and opportunities to invest in joint campaigns, so you can really drive your growth. There's access to new value-added endpoints and new endpoints in the API that we continue to roll out. So the track budgets API that we released recently. Plus, if you're new to it, we've really streamlined how that developer onboarding works and makes it simpler. And then there's new tools like the API Explorer to understand our APIs better, and app health, so you can really get a much better feeling for how your app itself is performing on our platform.
Many more toolkits available for the app partners to use and create and monitor their leads then.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. And as part of that, we've also evolved the app partner program, right, and what it means to be an app partner with Xero. And we really wanted to simplify that, that framework for participating in the App Store. So that's now down to a simple program with 2 tiers, right? There's the connected tier for all the app partners in there, and then a premium tier. And that's really for our top apps, based on the revenue that they're making through the App Store and their review ratings. We think that makes it simpler and fairer for all our app partners. It's really about who's doing the most business through the App Store and is demonstrating quality and value to our customers, as evidenced by their reviews. And so as a premium tier partner, you can unlock, a bunch more sort of benefits and opportunities to work closely with Xero to drive your growth. So, things like a premium App Store listing and badging to use yourself, additional in-person support and technical features that come with that.
Mm.
So in short, mate, I think, there's a lot in there, but the new Xero App Store is really designed so that customers can find the right app. So some of that new personalization and search stuff. They can choose the right app, better reviews and insights. And so they can buy the right app from right there in the store. And that's what drives more customers and growth to our app partners.
Oh, that definitely sounds much more fair for the, especially the new app partners to accelerate their growth. How does the new App Store agreement work for them?
Yeah, another great question. As always with the Xero ecosystem, we're in this together, and we know if you do well, we do well. And our primary aim here is investing heavily in driving more qualified leads to our app partners from the Xero App Store, which turns into more customers. To enable us to drive that growth and invest more back into the platform and the ecosystem, we've adopted a revenue share model, which means we retain 15% of the monthly subscription revenue for any new customers who sign up to your app from the Xero App Store. Plus any payment or transaction fees where those are relevant. If you've listed an app on the Shopify App Store, the Atlassian or Salesforce marketplaces, etc., you'll come across something very similar. It really is the standard for how app stores work now.
Can the app partners continue to sell their apps via their own marketing or their other sales channels?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is actually quite different to a lot of the other app stores out there, Brian. I think Xero app partners can continue to sell their apps to Xero customers via all their other channels, right? Their own website or sales force that they may have in place. And as an app partner, they'll have full access to our APIs in the platform for that customer to connect their app, into the Xero API platform. And there'll be no revenue share required. We're very deliberately only applying revenue share where the sale was generated in the Xero App Store, right? Where we bought you the business.
Is the App Store available globally?
Yeah, it is. So the Xero App Store is available right now, and it's available across all Xero markets. The full suite of our App Store subscription features, which is those subscription and billing APIs where we manage billing and payment, on behalf of our app partners, those are live for our UK, Australian, and New Zealand customers. But customers from all of our markets can discover apps on the App Store, they can review them, and they can sign up to your trial flow from wherever they are.
Okay. You mentioned Xero App Store Subscriptions. When does it apply? What are the details of the new commercial model?
Yeah, so we talked about that, referral revenue share model, where Xero collects 15% of monthly revenue as a revenue share for sales made from the App Store. But that operates with a couple of different methods. And so the first one, Xero App Store Subscriptions, as you said, Brian, is where Xero bills the customer, right? So the small business or accountant will start a free trial of your product using Sign Up with Xero. They'll purchase the app through the Xero App Store when they're beyond trial. They get invoiced through Xero. And so Xero pays out, 85% of the revenue, excluding the payment fees that we have in there as well, to the app partner. So that's like most app stores, and it will be the default method for how ours runs as well. But yeah, just as we've mentioned before, those the functionality required for that is only available right now for customers in Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. but we're continuing to build and launch that into other regions. The second method is where Xero builds the app partner rather than the customer. So in the same way, that customer will start a free trial using Sign Up with Xero on your App Store listing. However, in this case, the app partner owns the ongoing billing relationship with the customer. So to make the revenue share model work here, Xero charges a monthly fee based on that 15% of an estimated ARPU, right? And we charge that to the app partner. So that's how the model works for customers from our other regions for now, and just gives us a different way of making that revenue share model work.
Okay. What is the sign up with Xero? Is it like a single sign up, sign in process, like how you use Google and your Google account? Why is it needed for Xero?
Yeah, so sign up with Xero brings potential customers directly into your app. So it's all about getting a seamless onboarding experience and helping those customers see the unique value of your app much sooner. So customers can provision an app trial or an account for your app that's pre-populated with their Xero data directly from your listing in the Xero App Store. So the standard flow for sign up with Xero tends to mean a visitor will be browsing your listing on the Xero App Store and click that Get This App button, which we put very much front and center. They're redirected to your app's connect request URL or similar. So that your app then initiates a connection to Xero via standard OAuth2 flows. And after the customer authorizes that connection, your app receives all the relevant identity details, so name, email, Xero user ID, and the tokens to access the Xero API, which lets your app then go and provision the trial account for the customer and populate the trial with data from that customer's Xero tenant. So it makes for a more seamless and trusted sign-up process to your app by our customers. And it also underpins the referral model. So it lets us track exactly which customers the Xero app sent you of all the customers that may have a connection between Xero and your app.
So can we get into the details of how the billing model works, and when it's not using Xero App Store Subscriptions, what we call the commercial billing, where we bill the app partner rather than the customers for the revenue share?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Xero App Store Subscriptions makes things simpler as we bill the customer, so we can pay out that 85%, quite specifically based on what we know the customer's being billed. But for this other commercial billing method you mentioned, we do have some specifics about how that works.
Right. We talked about ARPU briefly before, the average revenue per user per month. Can an app partner update their ARPU at any moment themselves?
Yeah. So because you retain the billing relationship with the customer in this situation, we both have to agree a revenue amount that we'll be revenue sharing on, as we don't have insight into each customer's actual billing plan, etc. So ARPU is your average revenue excluding tax for a typical user that subscribes to your app per month. So we agree that as a common rate, and we then use that amount to calculate your total monthly referral invoice from Xero in this commercial billing situation by applying that 15% revenue share to that ARPU for each successful referral. Now, very clearly in our terms and conditions, you're able to change or update your ARPU every 90 days by contacting us. However, if you think there's been a mistake, or if you've noticed a really significant rolling change, you can promptly notify us for something more, more urgent handling and assistance.
Fantastic. Are the App Store billing and commercial billing perpetual forever?
Yes, they are. As per most app stores, we share revenue as you make it, right? So it remains in place per month for as long as you're making money. We revenue share on that.
I see. When does a referral get counted?
Yeah, so for commercial billing and in these details, an active referral is counted on the first of the month, immediately following the 30th day since the user's Xero tenant was first connected to your app. Basically, we have a default assumption of a 30-day trial. So we make sure we don't charge you for a month when that customer may have been in trial. What that might mean is if a customer signs up in the App Store to your app in the middle of June, it's not till the middle of July that we'll start thinking of them as an active referral, because we've given that first month. And we won't actually, kind of count them as something to bill you until August, because they were still in trial in July. And so that's how that 30-day trial process works for commercial billing.
Oh, thank you for that. It always confuses everyone on how that's calculated.
Sure.
Then when does the referral end? Should I disconnect my customers' Xero tenants when the referral ends myself?
Yeah, another great question. Remember, we use that active connection in this commercial billing situation for inferring when a referred customer is still active with you, right? If that customer hasn't subscribed via Xero App Store Subscriptions. So our referral ends when you or the referred user themselves disconnects all of their connected Xero tenants from your app. Of course, if the customer signed up using Xero App Store Subscriptions, they cancel through the App Store as well, but you or they should also delete that connection. So therefore, you should disconnect all Xero tenants on your customer's behalf if they haven't done it manually themselves. For any customers that signed up to a trial but don't intend on subscribing to a paid plan with you, including after your trial period. So that's how you tell us, yes, you sent me a trial, but they didn't convert. Or cancel their paid subscription, right? So in that situation, you're best to remove that connection, by the end of their last subscription period. This disconnection is what lets Xero know the customer's not paying you ongoing, and so there's nothing more to revenue share on.
Right. In that case, what about the freemium apps? Can such apps be listed on the Xero App Store? Is there a referral fee for freemium apps as well?
Yep, you can list your app on the Xero App Store, even if it includes a freemium model. Mm-hmm. You should use Xero App Store Subscriptions if it's available in region. So there'll be no revenue share on customers who select your free plan, 15% of Xero. But it will apply like normal when those customers choose to pay or go beyond that free option. For that commercial billing setup though, you should include the free tier of your plan in how you calculate ARPU. So we recognize that these customers we're sending you, some percentage of them will go into your free plan and some will go into your paid plan, and we want ARPU to reflect that, to be fair. There's really good examples on, we have a set of FAQs around this stuff on developer.xero.com and the App Store FAQs. Some really good examples in there on how to do freemium calculation for ARPU.
Right. What do I need to do if I am already a certified app and was listed on the previous Xero App Marketplace?
Yeah, so going forward, listing in the Xero App Store is really the foundation of being a Xero App partner. And from when we launched in August, we always communicated and we were really clear that there was a 12-month period for our existing app partners to make that transition. So all certified app partners that were already listed in the previous app marketplace, they have to complete our short application form, which includes agreeing to the new App Store terms and conditions, and meet those technical requirements to make that work by the 4th of August this year, 2022, to remain an app partner, right? And to remain listed on the Xero App Store. For clarity, it is a requirement of being a certified app partner, part of certification beyond that date. And if you choose not to move to the new model and terms, then you won't be able to connect new customers into the Xero platform. But there continues to be no requirement for listing in the App Store for any apps that connect to less than 25 Xero orgs a month. We've maintained that same threshold. So well before August 4th, you'll need to log into the Developer Center, fill out your details, accept those new terms and conditions, which includes the revenue sharing approach, and submit your application. The earlier you get that step done, the better, right? As our app partner specialists will then help you with getting set up in the right way for your app. So you'll need to build sign up with Xero if you haven't already, and there's already hundreds of you that have. And also a new tab called App Store Setup will become available for you post that application process in the Developer Center, and that'll take you through the required setup for things like App Store subscriptions. We have really comprehensive guides on developer.xero.com for our existing partners. So my suggestion is to go there, read all the FAQs. When I last checked, we had 49. So if someone wants to come up with a 50th FAQ, that'd be awesome. Log into your developer account, fill out that application so the process can get started and you can be all set up before August.
Great, fantastic. What a great insight into the newly released Xero App Store and the program for the app partners. Thank you again, Gareth, for your time today and the clear answers. I can bet our developer community will find this very helpful.
Thanks very much, Brian. I love the chance to make these things as clear as we can and really help people make either the transition or the new entry into this app store for us.
Cool. Thank you. Terrific. Hopefully now you have a fair bit of information needed to continue building your integration to the Xero App Store. If you have any further questions that were not covered in today's video, please check out our full App Store FAQs on our developer portal, developer.xero.com, or email us directly on api@xero.com. For more Xero developer related contents, please keep subscribed and I will see you next time.